On July 27, 2020, Republicans put forth their new stimulus package proposal of approximately $1 trillion called the HEALS Act, the Health, Economic Assistance Liability Protection in Schools Act. The Democrats had previously proposed a $3 trillion plus stimulus package under the HEROES Act, but Republicans had rejected it as too broad and too big. There have been so many news stories and statements about a new stimulus package that it's difficult to discern what will actually become law. This article describes what you need to know about the likely provisions of the next stimulus bill by answering the most important questions. Yes, there will almost certainly be a second stimulus payment, although the specific details are in flux. The most likely result is a second stimulus payment similar to the first payment. The second stimulus payment, as proposed by the Republicans on July 27, will likely be, in order to qualify for the second stimulus payment, you will likely need to have earned, likely in 2019, less than $75,000 for individuals or $150,000 for married joint filers. The original stimulus payment provided that if your income was higher than those limits, then the stimulus payment was reduced by 5% of your adjusted gross income above those limits. It is expected that the second stimulus payment will have a similar provision. The Republicans initially proposed a $40,000 threshold instead of a $75,000 threshold, but that proposal appears abandoned. The Democrats had proposed a larger stimulus payment of $2,000 a month, but that will likely not be included in the final package. The original CARES Act provided for a $600 per week federal supplemental unemployment benefit payments to laid-off employees. These supplemental benefits expired on July 25 or July 26, depending on the state. The Democrats want to extend such benefits. The Republicans complained that the $600 is too high because it exceeds the wages of many workers, discouraging them from returning to work. The Republican package proposed on July 27 offered instead a $200 a week temporary supplement to state unemployment payments. That $200 would then be replaced with a more complicated program that would pay workers 70% of the income they collected before they lost their job. Under the Republican proposal, the states would phase in the 70% formula within 2 months. Given how arduous it has been for states to handle the massive volume of unemployment claims, it is difficult to see how such an approach is feasible within a reasonable period of time. This is probably the most contested issue. However, it is expected that some compromise will be reached in the next few weeks. On July 27, certain California legislators indicated that they would move to pass legislation to fill any gaps in the $600 unemployment benefits if Congress approves a smaller amount, to help Californians during the economic downturn.